call you with morning. Isn't that the worst? They sound like they need a morning do-over before the day is even gone, and they say it's because they're just not a morning person. What happens if you receive a text message with just the letter M? What's an M? To you, it's a typo. To them, it's morning, and you're thinking to yourself, that's all the time they have? But what if I text you GM right now? What would you say? Exactly. We've conditioned ourselves over these years to minimize the importance of the true meaning of words that were really meant to wish others well. And just now, in that moment, the word good was missing to bring our conversation to life. But yet, when we talk about death, we never talk about the good. So today, I invite you on a journey to talk about bringing good back to life. Death is never easy. There's all types of loss. A career that has drained us, a marriage that has silenced us, or even a version of ourselves that no longer fits who we are becoming. Do we dare hold ourselves accountable for those types of losses, those hidden losses, those self-inflicted ones, the loss of a dream, the loss of vision and hope, and things that used to give us purpose? Those losses that don't come with announcements of public fanfare that we must process individually to just reflect on ourselves silently. The inclusion of the word good in those short but powerful phrases is what gives someone the power to deal with she is survived by her husband and her children. We've all seen those words on an obituary, survived by, and like many of you, I've experienced my name on the back of many obituaries, whether individually named or crafted collectively in a host of. At the time, it seemed distant, almost ceremonial, but it wasn't until I saw my name on the back of my father's obituary where survived by became a matter of accountability. It was about moving forward with the responsibility of learning how to grieve loss, all kinds of loss, whether it was through death, detachment, or decision. It was a moment when I had to say goodbye to my dad that transitioned into survived by. And that meant that to be the survived by was not to forget the things that I was still grieving, the things that happened in the past. It was about moving forward to rebuild. According to Middle English, the word goodbye began as God be with ye. That meant that people wished blessings on each other as they were parting. That meant that they knew that God was going to be with them even in the ending. But over time, it has become secular, and the word has been shortened into goodbye. And through cultural and social brevity, we are now left with just bye. Bye, girl, bye, 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 Felicia. All of this brevity. And at this moment, that good has been dropped, which ultimately means he dropped God's. What happens if everyone that uttered the word goodbye actually changed into a survived by mentality? We would live in a world where all of our goodbyes meant something, and collectively we would change the world, and we wouldn't just say goodbye at the end of life, but also every day in life. According to human development studies, it was shown that to be a survivor and just to survive wasn't enough to rebuild. It wasn't enough to change your life. You had to intentionally put effort into including that grief and that loss into your life in order to transform into your best self. Are you learning to live in good grief? Not that Charlie Brown and Lucy exclamation of dismay, but the Niemeyer's good grief of mean making, the difference making in your life. We all will be faced with goodbye. We all will be listed as survived by on an obituary one day. Not to be quickly scrolled over or to be read in silence, but that our life will give purpose, and we are survived for the origin of the word goodbye.